My name is Chris Bird, and I'm an instructor in basically real estate taxation, and I'm coming to Nebraska on September the 11th in Lincoln to do 2 3-hour seminars for the association. Let me tell you what's included in these 2 seminars. First of all, the first one is going to be tax issues for the real estate professional, investor, homeowner, etc. We have a very new tax bill called the Tax Cut and Jobs Act of 2017 that was signed into law on December 22nd of 17. That tax bill alone has a major impact on homeowners, on investors in real estate, and business owners as well. And this will be the first time I've talked in Nebraska about this new bill. Let me give you some of the things that are in that bill. First of all, the deduction for home mortgage interest has been changed somewhat. Not in a big way, but in subtle little ways. For example, home equity indebtedness, the people that have used their equity in their homes, and I make a joke of this, as an ATM machine. If they've used that home equity to buy personal cars or pay for a wedding or a college or something like that, education of a child, that interest is no longer tax deductible after 2017. But even bigger than that, the real estate tax deduction and state income tax deduction on individual 1040s on Schedule A as an itemized deduction is now limited to a total of $10,000. So for people that have paid more in state income taxes, more in real property taxes on their principal residence and one second home, in excess of $10,000, they will only be able to write off from now on, starting in 18, a total of $10,000. What this means is that basically the 28 to 32% of taxpayers who claim itemized deductions will fall to about 4 to 5% of all taxpayers who file 1040s. Simply meaning this: Congress has basically seen fit to eliminate the benefit on a tax return of owning a home for probably 90% of the people that previously were getting some tax benefit from those deductions. What else is in this new law and covered in the morning? We're going to be talking about the qualified business income deduction. This is a deduction for self-employed people, whether they're realtors, whether they're speakers, whether they're insurance brokers, whatever. This is a deduction that is going to be a deduction equal to 20% of the profit off the top of their tax return. And I will tell you, after 35 years of being in this business, I have never seen a deduction quite this dramatic or significant in its impact. You need to know about this new deduction. What else? Congress has changed the deductibility of entertainment expenses for all businesses. So realtors, you're going to find that maybe if this law stays in existence the way it's written right now, that you will not be able to deduct, starting in 2018, the cost of entertaining a client or taking them to lunch or taking them to dinner, etc. You need to come and find out the latest information on that deduction alone. What else? We'll be talking about the heavy SUV deduction and how that's changed, the pickup truck deduction and how that still is a wonderful deduction. So you really need to come and be with me in that course on tax issues. And then let me tell you about the other course. The other course is tax consideration for homeowners, which is a wonderful, wonderful look at some of the other tax issues that homeowners deal with. For example, the 2 out of 5 year test to get the $250,000 exclusion and the $500,000 exclusion when they sell the home. Again, after living there for at least 2 years of the last 5. We'll talk about people that change their homes to a vacation home and then sell it, or vice versa, in order to qualify for the 2 out of 5 year test. We'll talk about what's deductible and what's not deductible. We'll talk about record keeping, why we all should have a good record of what we've done to our homes over the period that we've owned them. I'll give you an example. I just put in a new storm door, a new Larson storm door on our house. Right? 4 years ago, I put a koi pond in our backyard. These things add to the basis of these homes, and we need to keep good records about them. So, realtors in Nebraska, I've been out there many, many times talking to you. I'm one of your GRI instructors. I've basically spoken at your conventions and done various caravans for Christy Bevington. I hope to see you in September, on September the 11th, and I look forward to seeing you. Come up and say hi. Thanks.